Hey guys, Stealth here, back with some more Star Wars Battlefront content. So I'm just going to cover the new game mode in this first DLC released for Star Wars Battlefront, the Jakku DLC, and the new game mode that comes with it. So this new game mode is called Turning Point. Yes, it is on this map called Graveyard of Giants. So it's just this is taking place during the Battle of Jakku, which I explain all Star Wars history like in my previous video. And yeah, basically the map consists of a litter of of all the wreckage of the battle pretty much, and you're fighting along it around it. And the game mode, yes, the game mode it's kind of new. It's new, and it kind of reminds me of Rush in Battlefield. If any of you have played Battlefield, you would know what Rush is. And yeah, so basically I'm going to explain it from the Rebels' point of view first. So as the Rebels, you spawn in, and there's 4 phases that you have to push forward through. The first phase consists of 3 capture points, and they're set out in different locations, and I'm in this video right now I'm defending one of them. And basically what you have to do is you can capture any one of them, and once you capture one of them, you can move on to the next stage. So, and there's 4 stages. But the thing is, it's kind of different to the what's it called? What's the Conquest game mode in Battlefront already?
We are losing a control point.
Supremacy. It's kind of different to Supremacy, because in Supremacy, when when one team starts capturing the point, and they could almost capture it, but then once their team gets wiped out and the other team starts defending it, it gets reverted back to the full circle, and they have to capture it from the start again. But in this, once you've started capturing a point, the progress is like saved. So even if you guys all die, you guys can come. The progress will be saved. So you can come back to it, and you won't have to start again from the cap. So it's kind of interesting that way. So yeah, they have to like try and defend it, and if it's like almost lost, you might as well like ditch it basically and go to the next point and defend it. But yeah, I'm playing as Imperials in this game, and so what I'm trying to do is just stop them from capturing this control point. And this is probably the best vantage point there is on the first control points, but I'll come into tactics on this map later. But yeah, basically you push through the capture points, you get to the first stage, and there's 3 capture points. But then you go to the next one, there's only 2. And then you go into the next one, and there's again 2. So it's basically getting harder as you're pushing forward. And the last stage, there's only 1 capture point. So basically the whole team, it's like the whole 2 teams are fighting for this 1 control point. So that's kind of interesting and really hectic. But yeah, it's kind of interesting as it gets harder and harder, because there's less control points, and also I think the map also becomes a bit harder to push forward through as for the Rebels as you get further in. Another interesting thing is once the Rebels capture one of the control points and gets to push forward, there's a stage where it says locating new control points, and during that stage there's like a line of orbital strikes that the Imperials have, and basically if you walk into that, it says you get lost far away and you die. So just a note that when you're locating the new control points as the Rebels, don't push forward because you'll die to an orbital strike. And especially when you're in a snowspeeder, try not to fly on the Imperial side of the map, because you might get orbital strike. It happens to me a couple of times, but yeah. Yeah, so that's basically all there is to the game mode. So you push forward in stages, capture control points, and try to get through the map basically. And as the Empire, you did opposite, you just try to defend really until the time runs out. Yes, there's also a timer for each stage, and once you capture a stage, you get more time. So yeah, that's basically it. So now I'm going to go into like tactics and how to be successful on this map. It took me a while to realize what star cards, what weapons, what tactics to adopt for this map. Like because my standard, you know, DLT-19 or DL-44 setup didn't really work for this as well. So what I came up with after a lot of experimenting, I mean, I've played this for ages now. Like, I'm level 50 right now, and I've played it since I was like level 35, and yeah, what I reckoned, what I'm using now, I think is the best setup. Like, for blasters, you use the T21 B, I think it is, the targeting rifle. So basically, why you want to use this is, I think it's by far the best long-range weapon, unless you're an E3 fan, but I'm not that much of an E3 fan. I prefer this. It takes a while to get used to, but once you do, it is definitely really good at long range. I mean, you can pick people off from really long, especially if they stand still for a second. You can you know, kill them really quickly. But it's not automatic, it's semi-automatic, so you have to keep tap firing it. But yeah, it's not the best at close range. Like, if someone catches you off at close range, you're pretty much screwed if they have a, you know, DL-44 or something. But you know, that's not the most effective weapon on this map because you won't be able to use it much because of the range. But yeah, this map is, so what you want to do is basically use that weapon, and then my star cards go goes homing shot, scan pulse, and pulse rifle. The homing shot, basically you use, you know, it's really useful because there's a lot of open ground on this map. So basically you lock on and you fire at someone when they don't have any cover and they're running somewhere, and you know, they can't dodge it. There's nowhere to go. Like, the only thing you can do is, if you have a jetpack, you can somehow dodge it, but other than that, you know, it's basically a guaranteed kill if they don't have cover. Obviously there's a lot of cover on this map due to the wreckage and the sand dunes, but in certain situations you can catch them out, and you know, it's a good, easy way to kill them pretty much. And it's also very long range, so you can use that for sniping people as well. So, you know, and then the pulse rifle, you know, obviously you have to choose which gadget you want to use in the appropriate situation. So the pulse rifle is what you use when they're in cover, they're further away, they're in cover, and you know, it's a harder shot to land. Because the homing shot, you know, if they have cover or they're near a hill or near cover and you shoot it, they're gonna, you know, dodge it. Obviously it's not that hard to dodge because it's really slow traveling. So what you do is you pull out your pulse rifle, which is basically just a sniper rifle, and you charge it up to full and you snipe them. And you know, it takes a while to get good at, but once you're good at it, it's really good. It's like, it's probably the most used star card on this map that I can see. And yeah, the scan pulse, it's not necessary. Like, I think the charge star card that you want to use is kind of optional for this setup, but I prefer to use the scan pulse because when you come to the last set of control points and stuff, and there's a lot of cover, it's useful to know where the enemies are to flush them out of the capture points. But yeah, other than that, it's a pretty simple setup. Basically, it's adopted best for this map. Like, I don't really use it for many other maps other than like maybe Hoth, Walker, Assault. But yeah, what you do, you know, you want to keep your distance with the setup. You do not want to be engaged in close quarters combat. Like, not that you can't kill them. I mean, you know, you can do a quick lock on homing shot and kill people. And this T21 B is not bad in close range. Like, you can 3-shot people and 2-shot if you get a headshot. But it's like, you know, it's dependent on your accuracy, and you know, if they don't have a gun that out damages you. But yeah, like that. But yeah, just keep your distance, use the sand dunes as cover, use the objects to hide behind, and you just sit back, snipe people. Like, basically what you do with this setup, and it's pretty damn effective. So yeah, that's like basically all I have to do with tips for this map. And also, another tip is, if you are on the rebel side, the best thing you want to get is the snowspeeder, because the snowspeeder is just like beast in this map. Like, there's not much cover for the Imperials, and you can just come in and sweep in and destroy people, and yeah, it's fun. Yeah, there's gonna be more videos with snowspeeders later. And there's the orbital strike that I was talking about before that you don't want to run into. But yeah, that's about it I have for tips and tricks for this video. But this gameplay goes a bit longer, so you can see me like trying to stick by what I said and play tactically. You just need to play a bit smart on this map, but other than that, it's pretty good, and you can get a lot of kills if you play this right. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys later.
Capturing the last control point. Counterattack immediately.